let's put it this way. You found a very cheap ticket from, let's say, London to somewhere in South America, but you have a short stopover of 6 hours here in Paris. Normally you'd say, oh crap, now I have to wait 6 hours in the airport. Dear friends, I'm here to show you that you can visit all big 6 main attractions here in Paris in under 2 hours.
Your heart pounds, your lips move, your eyes shine, you lose it all.
The 6 main attractions are Sacré-Cœur, Moulin Rouge, Arc de Triomphe, Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame and Louvre Museum. We are going to start our journey here in Gare du Nord, which means Northern Railway Station, and this is the place where you end up to if you're coming from Charles de Gaulle, which is the main airport here in Paris. The moment you arrive here, like in that direction, you just have to come in this place and then make a left, go in that direction and search for line 2. We are going to be using the metro in this whole journey, and maybe one time we'll use the bus. So here I have the stopwatch, start, and we go. So like I said, we're searching for metro station, metro line number 2, which is in that direction. And exactly 6 minutes later we arrived at Anvers. Like I told you, have to take line 2, then from La Chapelle you have like 2 stops and you arrive to Anvers, and from here you just have like around, let's say, 5 to 6 minutes walk until you reach the how should I call it, Le Basilique. Yeah, so you have to go down this road. A very important thing, don't talk to anybody around here. Pay attention to your belongings because here it's full of scammers. And there you have it, attraction number 1, Sacré-Cœur. Normally, if you'd have the time, but you don't have the time, you'd go all the way up, go inside and visit the church. But because time is very precious and we cannot waste it, normally you just come here, take a photo and then go back to where you came from. Of course, if you have another, I don't know, 15, 20, 40 minutes, you can go all the way up and you can also visit the church. Only if you're lucky, because normally the queues are pretty huge. So the first time I came here, I spent around 25 minutes waiting and around 20 minutes inside the church. So this is based on your time and based on your schedule. So you finish, you took the photo, and then you go back. You take the metro in the same direction for 2 stations. The first one is Place Pigalle and the second one is Blanche. You arrive in Blanche, and exactly how you get out, you find there on your right hand, you find Moulin Rouge. You cannot go inside, it's really expensive. At the time of making this video, one night here with food included, with access to a late night show, it was around 250 euro, something like that. So you just come here and you go back. Here the maximum amount of time you can spend here, let's say it's around 6 to 7 minutes maximum. This if you're picky. If you're not picky, 30 seconds, take the photo, boom, and go back exactly where you came from. If these 2 first attractions were pretty close, so we managed to see them both in less than 20 minutes. Now we're heading also on the line 2, going from Blanche, exactly here, Charles de Gaulle Étoile. Somewhere along the line there are going to be people who are going to tell me that this isn't traveling and this isn't visiting, and these places aren't meant to be seen like this, and I totally agree to them. So yes, I believe this is not the way to do it, but the point of this video is for me to show you that if you have a 5 hours, let's say this is the minimum, 5 hours layover in Paris, you don't need to waste your time by staying there in the airport. You can get out and you can visit. Okay, so we arrived here. We are in Charles de Gaulle Étoile, and this part we just go to the left to Arc de Triomphe. And what's even more interesting is that basically you're doing all this without spending any money. Of course, you're spending the money on transportation. So we'll see at the end of the day normally how much I would have spent if I wouldn't have had that thingy, this thingy. We arrived at Arc de Triomphe, and it's the perfect time now because the sun is exactly there. You see, in the middle of the arc, which is cool. here you have the train, the metro station, and normally you could come here, take a photo, and then just go back. We are searching for line 6, but because the place looks amazing and the weather is amazing now, we can just walk around the arc. It's very important to note that you have to walk around it clockwise. So basically you go in this direction. You have the well-known Champs-Élysées. Here people are taking tons of photos, and normally you have to expect this place to be much more crowded, for example in the weekends or maybe starting from Friday. Today is Tuesday, so it's the perfect day to do this speed run that you're doing now. Continuing now, you basically leave the arc there and you go in this direction. Oh my god, the lighting is perfect. If I would have had time, I would have stayed here at least 20 minutes just to shoot some b-roll, because yeah, cool. So we just walk in this direction. You have the arc on your right. So after you've taken your photos, you are going to see this street. Well, actually all the streets are the same, so this is the number 1, 2, 3, the 4th street, and you have to go this way, and you'll know that you're on the right way if you see over there Charles de Gaulle Étoile Kléber. This is what you're looking now for, metro station Kléber. And because I stopped there, I lost the train, which means that I have to wait for another 6 minutes. Yeah, which is not so bad actually. The idea is that here is the end of the line, so basically it doesn't matter where you take the train from here or from there. They all go in the same direction, but you have to know that you're heading towards Trocadero, because we're going to see the main attraction here in Paris, of course, Eiffel Tower. I'm totally in love with these small trains. These are the older ones, and I totally love them. So from Kléber you just have 2 stations and you arrive in Trocadero. You need to follow this sign, and once you exit you just have to go forward in this direction. Oh my god, the weather is so good. It's been so hot. 2 weeks ago it was actually the hottest day here in France in the last, I don't know, 50 years. They were like around 42 degrees. We were somewhere in the northern part of the country, and it was unbearable. We were actually living on a boat. We rented a boat and we slept there. So the temperature was totally crazy. And once you get here, bam, 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 you make a left. And from here you have the best view of the tower. Like I told you before, you have to be really careful wandering around here. Take care again of your personal belongings, but walk in this direction. The secret with the tower is that if you want to experience this whole place all by yourself, the only time of the day is at sunrise. So my advice to you would be wake up at 5:30, be here at 6, take your photos, enjoy the place, because you are going to be alone here, and skip the crowds, because here it's quite a struggle to come and to find your own spot and to take photos. So from here you have multiple options. One option is to stay here for around 20 minutes, take your photos, and then move on. We have to go to Notre Dame. Option number 2 actually is to go directly underneath the tower, which is going to take you another 10 minutes to go there, staying there for, let's say, around 10 minutes, and coming back here for 10 minutes, which is around half an hour. We are not going to do that now, because I honestly believe that the best way and the best spot to experience the tower at this time of the day is actually here, because you can see the whole place. Underneath it, it's cool, but of course you won't be able to take those so-called epic photos. And you'll see that everybody fights to have a spot over here, and people will try to keep it as much as possible, as long as possible. So normally, like, how is that couple over there? They've been there for the last 20 minutes trying to take photos. I was with Valentina on the other side a couple of weeks ago, and also stayed there for at least 10 minutes. So you have to struggle to find your perfect spot, but once you find it, you take your photos, and then you go exactly where you came from. We are going to change things a little just for the fun of it. So right now I'm waiting for the bus. We are not going to take the metro, first of all because there are many metro lines that are being closed for renovation, for construction. Everything is a mess here in Paris. You have to really check on the internet before coming here. which is the what is the transportation situation, the public transportation situation when you arrive here. So the bus station is here and we are waiting for the bus number 36. Okay, not yet. So we have to wait for 10 minutes now. Perfect. Yeah, so actually now my whole plan is totally fucked up. I lost tons of time here, but I honestly didn't know. Well, of course there was a way. I had to go to the metro, change again and go to San Michel, that's the name of the station. But I said I want to take the bus, so now at least 25 minutes down the drain, but that's life. Well, and exactly 20 seconds before this bus stopped here, another bus came, which is actually very good. Watch out, if you have this thingy and you enter the buses, you have to validate them. It's not enough to have this place, you also have to validate it, because if you don't validate it, actually it doesn't count. So I won't be sitting here. Good, so from here I have another 11 stations, I think. So this is going to be our last stop. I lost at least 35 minutes here. 35 minutes just because I wanted to show you guys also how the bus works, which normally runs very smooth, no problem. But also this distance was pretty big. So yeah, right now from here we have around 300 meters worth of walking. And in the distance you can see Notre Dame. If you want to take amazing photos, going there is going to be pretty complicated because the fence is high, around 2 meters, so you won't be able to see anything. You have to take a photo like that. Or here, actually here I think it's a better spot. It has to be something like that, you see. Also if you come during the daytime, I think it's much better. Okay, so you've been there. If you want to go there, of course you can go there. I wouldn't go, but if you're here, you must take advantage of everything and you want to do as much as possible in these 2-3 hours. So let's say you go there, you take your photo, and from here you could take the metro to go to Louvre. But like I've told you, the RER, which is the main line that connects this part to Louvre, is closed right now. You can just walk from here. There are around 700 meters you have to walk, which is around, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Here is the museum. There is one entrance, but we're actually going on this entrance because I don't know why, it's my favorite entrance, but I think there are like around 4 of them. Four. We are inside Louvre. Let's see. Stopwatch. No. We have another 20 meters. Okay. Can you guess? What does the times in the stopwatch say? Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. So we have 2 hours and 7 minutes, but we are here. So basically we failed. We didn't do it in under 2 hours, and even if we would have reached exactly 2 hours arriving here, you should add at least 20 minutes, I don't know, of you wandering around here taking photos and whatnot. But what I wanted to show you is that if you have a layover that's around 5 hours, you have time, because from Charles de Gaulle until Gare du Nord you have around 1 hour, then to go back there's another hour. And if you do this, let's say in 2 hours, or maybe if you decide just to do a part of these 6 attractions, maybe I don't know, 2 or 3 of them, you have enough time. If you have more than 6 hours, then I think that this tour is suitable for you, because you won't be rushing, you won't be feeling that pressure that, oh my god, I have to go back, oh my god, maybe I'll get lost or something. Once you've taken your photos and you've finished with everything, here is the main entrance, and exactly there, I'm going to show you now, is the bus station, and from there you have to take the bus that's going to take you back exactly where we started this video, which is of course at Gare du Nord, and you have to take the bus number 39, which is going to arrive in around 5 minutes. With that being said, I'd really like to hear your opinion about this video. Do you think that this type of tourism is feasible or not? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Please write it down below in the comments. Thank you very much for watching me. Follow me as well on Instagram, Cătălin Backpack Your Life, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.